What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of BKNY Hoops. If you are new to the channel, I am your host, as always, Rashid White. All right, let's get into the actual show. You guys see the graphics, you see the title. Sean Marks, Brooklyn Nets are looking to target Jonathan Kuminga and free agency, and Steph Curry and Draymond Green are the key to actually having that happen. And I really think it's a mistake on the Golden State Warriors part. We're going to get into that. But first of all, let's get into the actual article over here. Let's see here. Hold on. Here we go. Let's see what's showing up here. All right, here we go. Right over here, man. It comes from SI.com, and it says over here the Nets will have plenty of options this upcoming season, especially in free agency. The NBA draft is primary focus, is the primary focus at the moment. Free agency lingers with plenty of players on expiring deals. So Cam Thomas is the most notable net entering free agency, but will he be restricted, which means Brooklyn will likely bring him back? I don't know, man. That's up for debate for me right there, man. Whether it should bring him back or not, but D'Lo, Day'Ron Sharp, Zaire Williams, Trendon Watford are other names to watch as the organization continues in the early stages of a rebuild. So one aspect of Brooklyn's upcoming free agency that can't be overlooked is a potential acquisition of other players around the league. Many players from the 2021 draft class are set to hit the market, which means the Nets can add another young piece to their core. One name to watch is Golden State Warriors forward Jonathan Kuminga, who was recently predicted to sign with Brooklyn, according to Bleachers Report Eric Pincus. The 22-year-old is averaging 16.3 points, 4.6 rebounds, 2.3 assists for a rejuvenated Warriors squad after trading for Jimmy Butler at the deadline. So one of the things we got to look at Kuminga is to actually get those assist numbers up, man. If you can get those assist numbers up to like four or five a game, maybe six. Not six is too much. So like about like 4.5 assists a game, 5.5. I think that will take Jonathan Kuminga right there to the next level, right there, man. All right. So it says Kuminga and the Golden State Warriors were far apart in extensions talks this past fall. Pincus wrote the Nets could gamble that a solid offer is enough to pry the forward loose for less than he wants, but more than Golden State willing to pay. They could give him a 4-year, $105.5 million offer sheet, starting at $28.5 million. If it descends, Brooklyn can include a trade kicker and advances to try to swing Kuminga its way. Now, the Nets right now are so far behind right now when you look at the, like in terms of roster construction, talent-wise compared to other teams, they're going to have to actually overpay for players like this, man. And I think, the Nets, well, I should say Sean Marks, really, really should try to go after him. I mean, if not, it's going to actually be doom and gloom, for the Nets for a long time, man. All right, it says Kuminga has been linked to the Nets for months after failing to reach an extension with the Golden State back in October. So I wouldn't get excited about this, man. We saw the same thing when it came to the Houston Rockets with Şengün and Jalen Green. There was issues when it came to them not signing an extension. I mean, I think they're part of that same draft class, and then eventually they don't want to lose those guys for nothing, and they wind up really signing them. So I think let's get into the Draymond part and Stephen Curry part over here. It says the Warriors will have to worry about paying Stephen Curry and Draymond Green in the upcoming years, plus Butler's new extension, which he signed shortly after the trade. Kuminga should be a prime target for the Nets, who have much more cap space. So now, in terms of them, if it was me, like Steph Curry is like I know he's a great player, right? He's a game changer. You know, well he changed the game pretty much. Like, but he's like, was it 36 something years old right now, man? Draymond is how old now? And even Jimmy Butler, they're gonna really sign these three. Uh, I think you need guys like Kuminga, right? You need young guys that can get you through the regular season. You know, they have more energy. You know, especially like I don't know, man. Let me see. How old is Draymond Green over here? Let me see something here, man. How much Draymond is going to actually get? Now, Draymond does have value, man, but let's see. How old is Draymond? We'll go to Basketball Reference over here. He is 35 years old. All right. I mean, so Draymond is really like on the last legs of, I mean, 36, 37, 38, right? I mean, this is like these players really start to kind of like really break down some. Um, Let me see. Oh, yo, Carl R, what's good? What's good, man? Um, Claude says over. Oh, Daniel, what's good, man? Um, it says that targeting Kuminga is a distraction. We should ignore it. Well, listen, Kuminga right now is better than anything in the draft right now, right? I mean, he's better than Cooper Flag. He's better than Ace Bailey. Dylan Harper, I don't know about that's kind of like a debate right there. But like in terms of the wings, this is what we actually really kind of need, man. You need like elite wings, guys that are hyper athletic, guys that can match up to like the Jalen Browns and Jason Tatum's. You see what Jalen Brown can actually do. He can just simply overpower a lot of our, guards right there that we actually have, man, like Cam Thomas, which is in this article. It talks about the actual Brooklyn Nets really kind of re-signing him. And I just don't think, that from a matchup perspective, Cam Thomas, it's really kind of a liability right there, and it depends on how much you're really going to give him. I would look, in the draft or even like the 26 free agency to try to get like, someone that can actually match up in terms of like NBA height, which is the average height in the NBA is about 6'6", 6'7" ish, right? Um, Cam Thomas, if he's undersized at the two position, right? And I mean, you see, and most undersized guys have to be able to pick up 94 feet. If you look at Davion Mitchell, you see what he actually does. He picks up 94 feet. He's not that much taller than him. Davion Mitchell's like 6 foot. Cam Thomas is 6'2", 6'3", and he's undersized, so he doesn't play defense like that. He doesn't really play hard. He doesn't really pick up pick up charges or anything like that. He doesn't really do any of that stuff right there, man. So let's see. He says we shouldn't blow capital on disgruntled semi all-stars. I mean, there's nothing much else out there, man. You got to get something. You got to start somewhere, right? And the game is, I said, Claude says the game plan is to do a slow rebuild. Kuminga is a better fit on a veteran team right there, man. I don't know, man. A slow rebuilds. They're talking about the Washington Wizards. The Nets actually do have cap space. They should. All right. So, let me get into this other article over here too. Hold on. I should have had this point. Where was it? Let's see. Oh, first of all, actually, let's get into the game tonight. As a matter of fact, man. Hold on. Let's get into the actual game. We can actually do that. The Nets got blown out by the Clippers. Well, let me try to get the same. All right, hold on. Let's get into the actual game. Let's get into the actual game tonight. They got blown out, right? Does Cam Thomas, any of these guys actually really make, any type of impact? Do they actually change what actually happened over here? We would never know, man. I mean, it's a big, big mystery. You know, you look at like Jalen Green, you look at Shangoon, like other, top marquee players from that draft class. I mean, they actually shown impact to winning right there. Let me get this up the screen here. Hold on. Let's see. Let's get this up the screen. And let's get a new one over here. We can get into tonight's game. Yeah, it's a blowout, man. I mean, so looking at this over here, the Nets actually really kind of need some scoring over here, man. 100 points. And Zion Williams, 6 points. That's not going to really get it done. So for a lot of these teams right now, they're like in like the playoffs for the Clippers, a lot of the Western Conference teams, the top seeded Eastern Conference teams. The playoffs actually started for a lot of these teams already, man. These guys are like jockeying for position. I mean, especially in the actual Western Conference where, 3 losses for the Clippers or for the Lakers or for a lot of the top teams could like really kind of knock them into the playoff. Yeah, I fell asleep, man. I was tired, player one. I was really, really tired, man. I was supposed to do this live like about 11 o'clock, 10:30, 11 o'clock, but I was up since like 4 something in the morning, man. So yeah, I was tired, man. I had a long day. So we're not gonna be on here really, really too long, man. Especially with like 4 people up in this live, man. Damn, whatever happened to those days where it's like 25 people? Yeah, well, that's what happens when you're not consistent, man. Like YouTube, man, you gotta really, really really live on this shit, man. You gotta be constantly on doing this, man. There's no part-time, status when it comes to YouTube, man. I mean, there's so many people doing content, especially like if I don't do a show in like 3 or 4 days. I mean, you guys just start watching other things. So how about you like let's say if you'll watch something on boxing or something like that, you'll watch 2 or 3 videos, and then the algorithm will show you other videos compared to whatever's boxing related, pretty much, and you'll forget all about BKNY hoops, man. So you gotta be constantly. The competition over here is actually fierce, man. Yeah, it's true, Claude. The Knicks did win against Mikal Bridges actually had 26 points in that game, Yeah, King Ribby, I'm gonna try to get up and grind. Yeah, I'm definitely, man. You're right about that. All right, so let's get into the actual game over here. D-Ho over here, right? I mean, this is something. This is what you guys want over here. 2 out of 7. Now he's been abysmal, man. Right, for the last 3 or 4 games. Your starting point guard, right, cannot have 5 points in a game. Zion Williams, 6 points, negative 32. I mean, like he has a lot of limitations. Nick Claxton has his average, right? His career average is okay. He dropped. He was almost at 12 points a game, and now he's down to 10.3 points a game. I mean, this is your $97 million man, right? I mean, this is insane right here. This is wild. This is nasty right here. This is nasty, and he has 6 points. So this is what I was saying. The 19 points. Hold on, let me get some water up here. The 19 points and the 20-something points that he had a couple of games ago doesn't really mean anything. So at least Dariq Whitehead, he actually got some run. 5 points, 2 out of 5. If I was the Sean Marks, Jody Fernandez, I would like feature him more. Right, he should be getting more playing time to actually see what he can really do, man. So let's see. And this is like a damn 32-point blowout. Sheesh. Wow. Man, this is a roster right here, man. You see what the Clippers actually had. Clippers have and Bojan was his Bogan Bogdanovic, man. I mean, he used to destroy us when he was in Atlanta. Now, sheesh, man. Now they have him as a bench piece right there. The only problem with him is that is defense, right? Defensively, he's not really that great, and his passing, he needs to get up to like 4, 5 assists a game to kind of be up there with a lot of the top shooting guards right now. But like his career average is 2.6 assists. Yep. So like the Donovan Mitchells, all the top guards, the shooting guards, those guys average about like 5 assists a game. But I mean, they're not really asking them to do much when it comes to the Clippers. I guess it's just come off the bench and provide some actual scoring right there, man. Yeah, it says forget Kuminga. The Nets should make a serious attempt to get Josh Giddey. I don't know, man. I mean, he had a couple of good games, but then again, that was against the Lakers, right? You got Luka Doncic and what's his name? Austin and Reeves. Those guys are cones on defense. I mean, you see especially like Luka. I mean, he won't even try to play defense. He'll get blown by and won't even try to take a foul. I mean, just nothing. I mean, he doesn't. He's horrible. He's probably one of the worst defenders in the NBA, man. I think like Austin Reeves, he tries, but Claude says over here, this is good. Oh, let me get the link in the description. Anybody want to come on the show and give some input and what's their thoughts on Jonathan Kuminga? I mean, I think it's the only lifeline that the Brooklyn Nets have. If not, man, I think Ace Bailey. Let me look at the NBA 2025 draft over here. I think Ace Bailey did drop some. Let's see. We'll look at different ones here. Because Ace Bailey. Hold on, let me get this up here. Let me share screen. Why is that showing it? All right. So let's look at the mock drafts over here. So Ace Bailey actually dropped from number 3 to number 4. It's not the greatest draft when it comes. Jonathan Kuminga right now is better than the Cooper Flag. He's better than Edgecombe. He's better than Ace Bailey. He's going to be better than Jeremiah Fears. Like Jeremiah Fears is like 6'3", 185 pounds. So that's equivalent to like, what Dennis Schroeder was right there, 6 foot, 100 and no. Well, Dennis Schroeder was 165 pounds. So he's going to be undersized too. Let's see. Let's look at his scouting report. Who they compare him to? NBA scouts didn't really even. Oh, so all right. So at the combine, not the combine. At the Nike Elite, he's 6'1", and then with sneakers on, he's 6'3", right? So at least Jonathan Kuminga is, a good 6'7", and he's athletic. He could finish. I mean, from the games I've actually seen him play, he's really not that bad. I just, with Kuminga, you just want to see those assist numbers actually go up, playmaking, right? If he's going to come to the Nets, he's going to be like a target pretty much, like in terms of scouting reports, and he's going to actually have to go make plays. So if he makes plays at a higher level, right, that's only going to actually like make him better as a scorer. You can't just be like a guy who just goes score, 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 score. I mean, it just makes it easier for the defense to actually load up on you, man. But if you pass, what they got on Diego? Let me see. Nah. Diego is talking about going, I got to go back to college for one more year because of AJ DeBonsta. No, you need to go back to college because you're really not that good, man. I mean, you're not that good. I just, I mean, he doesn't really blow me away when I really like just watch him. So right now he's averaging 10 points a game, right? And those against college guys. So in the pros, he's going up against like guys who are bigger, stronger, longer, right? The power forwards, like they're 250, and they can guard, like they move, right? It's not like the 90s where you had like the Xavier McDaniels and the Charles Oakleys, who couldn't move their feet. Like a lot of those guys couldn't slide their feet, but like Bam can move his feet, Jaren Jackson Jr. can move his feet, Powell can move his feet, and what's his name over here? the fuck? What's his name? I keep forgetting this guy's name over here. Yegor over here, man, is going to be able to need to, like, if he doesn't have the speed really to, like, get by him, it's going to have to be, like, using some type of physicality. And, you know, you got Bam guarding you. Nah, that's not going to happen. So that means his skill set, his footwork, like, it needs to be, like, you know, a plus. And we know that's not the case right there, man. You know, so I mean, a lot of you guys was comparing Yegor to Ben Simmons. I'm like, I don't know, man. I mean, Philly Ben got you like 3 All-Stars. I mean, he sucks now. He's trash now, man. But that Philly Ben Simmons, I mean, I think that's will be the closest comp when it comes to Yegor. And they got Yegor as a shooting guard. I guess, yeah. I mean, I guess he's shooting like 36% from 3. So, I guess, yeah, shooting guard. All right. And the other mock drafts, let's see where H. Bailey lands at. Let's see, CBS Sports. Where is? Hold on. I guess we can go to Tankathon. So a lot of these mock drafts, especially this is like the second one, they have the Brooklyn Nets picking 5. I don't know how they can actually really determine that, but hold on, let me get the did I put the link up? Yo, Easy E, what's good, man? Yeah, it's late. Yeah, I fell out, man. I was tired. All right, let me get the link in here, man. Yo, Easy E, get on up in here, man. Let me know what you think about like Jonathan Kuminga coming to the Brooklyn Nets, man. Let me know what you actually think about that. All right, let's get back to this. Hold on. Let me see what Clark was saying about Olajuwon. Yeah, Olajuwon had the best footwork of all time for a center. No, I mean it's important when it comes to basketball. Now, not just if you were Shaq, then you didn't really need like elite footwork. I mean, you can just pretty much just overpower guys, right? But you're talking like Yegor, if you're like undersized or you don't have the strength, like yeah, man, footwork is actually key, man. You know, if you don't have that, I mean, these like the Jaylen Browns, they're gonna lock you up, man. They're gonna lock you up. Because from a physicality perspective, like you're not going to be able to move those guys, man. You know, so what you guys in the chat, what you guys think about Nick Claxton's performance tonight, man? And I know I constantly get on him, but I just can't believe Sean Marks paid this man $97 million, man. Just what a waste. I would have just let him walk, man. I didn't see the value of him. I don't know if Marks actually, you know, like listens to the media at all to get any kind of input or not, but I mean it's like damn. I mean and right now like the Nets aren't really playing for anything right now, man. So they should pretty much like run the offense and see if you can like run the offense through Nick Claxton, see if you can actually build any type of confidence, see what he actually can do, right? I mean, right now the Nets are out of the playoff contention right here, man. So, what's holding back like Nick Claxton from seeing what he can actually do? Let him shoot some threes. What happened to the 3-pointers? I mean, I saw an article. Yeah, man. Zubac is a real center, man. And look at this over here, man. 9 out of 9 from the field. 21 points. See, this is what I'm talking about right over here, man. No, I'm just saying, like, you know, guys like Harlem, he would come on here. Yo, man, they're just holding Nick Claxton back. You know, they don't do it. They don't run the. Well, listen, right now the Nets are actually out of the playoff picture. So give Claxton some touches, man. Run the offense through him. Look, and this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm saying when it comes to when you look at Zubac over here. 9 for 9, right? 21 points. So Claxton couldn't put any type of defensive resistance on him whatsoever. He was able to actually yo, Player One, you funny, man. I'm just saying, like, you know, I want to see more from my $97 million man over here, man. I mean, that's a lot of money, and then he can't guard centers, man. This is what I'm talking about. Now, it's fine if Zubac actually gets like 21 points. That's fine, right? But it needs to be on like 20 something like field goal attempts. I mean, he shot nine field goal attempts on. There's no defense being played right here, man. So imagine you as a grown man, you're playing like a 8 or a 9-year old, and you can just pretty much like they can't do anything with you. You know, I mean, you can overpower them. You're gonna get any type of shot that you actually want, man. I mean, this is what actually happened over here. And when you're talking about like trading in Claxton, like on the video I did, yeah, Zubac is an all-star caliber. Well, I don't know about an all-star caliber center, but against Claxton, yeah, man. I mean, this is equivalent to like you playing against a 8, like my son. Like my son is 9 years old. Him and I, we play basketball. I mean, I can get any. He can't do anything with me. You know, he can't do. This is what it's like over here. Got to the free 12 rebounds. I mean, totally outplayed over here, man. And then, like I said, with Nick Claxton, he can't like make Zubac work on the other end. You figure with that 215-pound frame, he should be able to pull out Zubac, which is what you want. He doesn't have the quickest feet. What's his weight over here? Oh, he's 240 pounds. I mean, all right, so he could probably move though, because Ben Simmons and some of these other like centers, power forwards, they're 240 and they can move laterally. But I mean, he's not like Bam defensively, you know, or Jaren Jackson Jr. He's not that. Yeah, I agree, Zoop. I agree. I guess to make him an all-star, you know, he's gonna have to like do it much more consistently. Maybe another year or two, then you're like, okay, we got to put him in the actual all-star game. But we'll see. It's the first year that he's actually having like a resurgence like this, man. It's insane. But you guys see why I get on Claxton, man. So 21 points over here, 9 field goal attempts. James Harden, 17. I mean, Kawhi, 31 points. Zaya Williams, I mean, you know, as again, what's his weight though? He's let's see. He's only 185 pounds. So yeah, I mean, we need to get like upgrades pretty much on most of these positions, especially at the point guard. I guess Cam Johnson is just fine, I guess. But like D'Angelo, he can't guard a parked car. Keon Johnson, yeah, he had the worst. Actually, like probably one of the worst plus minuses over here, man. 28. Trendon Walford, this is not the type of like not the right matchup for him. I mean, this is bad, man. This is bad. Let's see. Oh, and then I think one more thing I wanted to go over here, man. Well, Shangoon actually has like I said more of like he's been playing good for the last 2-3 years, you know. So we'll see when it actually comes to Zubac over here, man. You know, especially like Shangoon from an offensive perspective is just better, right? I mean, they call him Baby Jokic, so we're not saying that about Zubac as of just you know so far. But both of those guys, yeah, man. Oh man, then Nets didn't actually have anything, man. So D'Angelo Russell, hold on, yo, Easy E, what's good? What's good, man?
Yo, Bree K, what's going on, man? What's the word?
I'm chilling, man. What's good with you, man?
Hey, shit, I was just over on Breezy Street, and I'm here chopping up with you. You came on late, bro.
I was tired, bro. Like I was knocked out, man. I planned on taking a nap for like an hour, but it was like when I woke up, it was like 1:30 in the morning.
I feel that. I feel that, bro.
All right, so looking at these box scores over here, man, you don't think we need a player like Jonathan Kuminga, man? It's an upgrade over Zion Williams. It's an upgrade over Cam Johnson.
The Clippers team is a hard benchmark to put that on because they are a great perimeter defense team, and Zubac is holding down the paint. So like people like Keon and Zaire are gonna have bad games because you got people like Chris Dunn and Kawhi on you. Like, goddamn, like, and then Batum is still serviceable and shit. So they doing a good job. So like that matchup was kind of bad for us. Chris Dunn, good defender. James Harden, I mean, it's just a bad matchup right there. It was a bad matchup.
Yeah, so you don't think Jonathan Kuminga helps?
I mean, he's going to be a good addition to the team, but then like, if we saying help what? Like, what are we aiming for if we bring him in? Like, what does that do for us? Like, what's the deal? What are we getting him for? Like, what's that doing?
It's a building block. It's a building block right there, man. I mean, he's better. Like the draft is not going to help, man. Yeah. You see H. Bailey, he fell. I think he fell down one slot. Where was it over here? Let me see. It was. I think they had Edgecombe, like VJ Edgecombe, actually above him. One of the mock drafts I was looking at. I was like, damn, man. But like Ace Bailey has like some of the worst basketball IQ I've ever seen in a basketball player, man.
That could develop though. That could develop. It doesn't have to stay like that forever though. It could develop.
I don't know, man.
Especially
you know, it depends.
But when you go to the big leagues on BK, but BK, when you go to the big leagues though, so them off timing shots and them weird time shots and them bad selection shots that you've been taking, even though you 6'9" with a long wingspan, you're gonna get humbled in the NBA. So sooner or later, he gonna have to, like, when he get there, he gonna have to change up his game and think the game a little bit more, because the same shit he was doing from college is not working at all. Now, if he comes to the league and it works, that's a whole different conversation right there.
Well, we know. I mean, he's shooting 31% on contested twos against college guys. So in the pros, I mean, these guys are longer, more athletic, right? I mean, he's gonna see their best defenders. He's gonna see Jaren Jackson Jr. He's gonna see Bam, and they can move their feet, man. They can slide their feet, you know. So I don't know, man. They said in Rutgers they don't really run a system or anything like that. I don't know what's going on over there, man.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy if you're saying shit like that. Like, what? So you're not preparing these boys for the game, then? If anything, whatever knowledge Dylan Harper had from any time with professionals and his father, that's what's really playing into it, because you're not even running a system. You just give the ball and go. But here's my question, BK, because I'll talk about this on Breezy Stream. So I want to hit you with this question, right?
All right.
What do you think is more successful for a team achieving the highest goal? A team with a lot to limited shot creators, or a team with a lot to limited ball handlers and shooters and passers?
Yeah, I mean, you don't need too much shot creation because there's only one basketball. So if you can get shooters there, and it can't just be shooters, like they need to be able to do more, like be able to put the ball on the floor. Like Cam Johnson, you look at the 1-2 dribble, Cam Johnson can actually do. Be able to finish at the rim, be able to be a decent playmaker. Like Cam Johnson's a decent playmaker, not a high level playmaker just yet. I mean, I think that's the next element to his game. You know, for him to actually be like a really, really good playmaker, getting like 5-6 assists a game. Right, and we see some strides toward that this season, but it depends though, man. You can't have like 5 Cam Thomases on the floor, man. You got to have guys that can be able to do somewhat of a limited role, be able to score in 2-3 dribbles.
Now, I brought that point up because I gave 2 examples, BK. So for the example for unlimited spacers and passes and shooters, I brought up Indiana. We saw Indiana last night damn near drop 170, 162 or something like that, 163. Damn near 170. No overtime, regulation. But if you look at the team, nobody on that team scored over 30 points, but they had more than 7 guys in double figures. And we know how they play. Spread the court out, let's run, dish the ball off. We now going to trap ourselves down for the defense to load up in a pick and roll. We moving around. We got a great ball handlers. Everybody on the team can handle the rock and shoot and pass and know the offense and know where to attack when it's time to. I feel like that's good. I feel like that's a great formula, especially for us for winning, because everybody keep on talking about, oh, we need to get the guy. We need to get the guy. I've been saying even before the season even started, what happened if you don't get the guy? It's either the guy or bust. What happened if you don't get him? You have to have a backup plan for it. My backup plan is let's get as much talent that could put the ball on the floor and know how to read the game as soon as possible, just for people that want us to contend immediately, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Indiana, we got to see if that run and gun actually works in the playoffs. I mean, that works in the regular season, but when the game slows down,
but it worked though, BK. But last year it worked though. It got them to the conference finals.
Yeah, but I think the Bucks were injured. I mean, I think they played Milwaukee the first round. Giannis was hurt.
Yeah,
the Knicks were hurt.
I mean, I'll give you the Knicks, but BK, that Bucks team, man, even if Giannis was there, that's Indiana probably still would have won. It just would have been closer series.
No, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't really a good team, man. Did they have Dame last year on that team? No, I don't think they had Dame, right?
They did. He got hurt. He just got hurt.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They got. So we don't really know. We don't really truly know. And like I say, like Pascal Siakam, like is he Jason Tatum? Does he have the elite footwork in a half court set to really like be able to consistently score? No.
BK, no, but BK, right? All I'm thinking about fairly right now is for the offense of this team. If we was running something like that, because right now, in my opinion, right, how we compete and how we're trajecting, especially with this coach, we could have a better defense than Indiana, because Indiana be on some bullshit sometimes. But when I look at us, we be competing and doing some things fundamentally right on the defensive end. We still there. So if I take that trajectory, extrapolate it, we're going to be a better defensive team. And if we take certain things from their offense, we can be as good of an offense as them.
Yeah, no, like you said, you need the players that's actually willing to go out there and guard, man. I mean, Cam Thomas doesn't play physical like that. He's not like a good defender, pretty much. I mean, he's a cone out there. He plays slower. Yeah, you're right, though. No, I agree. I just don't think, like with Indiana, when it comes to like the playoffs and the game slows down, I seen Tyrese Halliburton. If his shot is not going, I mean, he doesn't have the footwork really to go out there and score in a half court set. So,
well, that's fair. That's a fair criticism, especially from last year. But I would say this year he's a little bit better and a little bit more healthier. But that's a fair criticism. That was helping.
Yeah, same thing with Pascal Siakam. His footwork needs to get better. Like if you can like go train with like a Jason Tatum over the summer and just learn from him. Because, like I said, we've seen like the NBA development system is bad, right? I mean, Dayron, Nick Claxton.
I think Dayron is good, bro. I think Dayron is a valuable piece for other teams. We just a bad team, so we can't utilize what he does best to the highest level. But I think if you took Dayron and you put him on Denver, they're even more deadlier. They'll be a favorite if you know how to incorporate him into your lineup.
Yeah, there's a chance right now. He's on a team right now, right, that should be able to like let him see what he actually has, and he probably could actually, like score, but you got to be efficient. Like you look at Zubac, right? What's his average over here, man? His career average is 16.4 points a game. Like he needs to be able to like be efficient. Right, he needs to. You can't like take like 30 shots and then score like average 16 points. Like so, maybe Dayron, right? He could actually pretty much, get.
But I would have to give you like 10 shots though, BK. Like for somebody like Dayron, I could give you a limited role. You get a few shots, like 5, 7. Because we know Dayron game. He's an offensive rebounder. He gonna put back. So like those are your buddies right there. Those, if you get that, you could put that right back up. Well, sometimes we want you to pass out, but that's where you could get it from. We could just put you in a condensed role that you could optimize and maximize from.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, he should be able to set screens, right? I don't see them. He don't really set a lot of picks. I mean, that would be his like primary. Especially when you got D'Angelo Russell out there, right? He should be constantly setting picks because like D'Angelo Russell, in terms of like athleticism, speed, explosiveness, he doesn't have that. So he needs like picks, screens to really kind of like get his shot off. And how did Dayron play today? Nah, he didn't.
I don't think he played. No, I don't think he played today.
Nope.
But but you see, like I feel like we have a bad team, and I know a lot of these players was here from last year, but I still say it's fairly a new team. A lot of things happened to the team. Ben Simmons was here. He not here. DFS was here. He not here. Dennis Schroeder's here. He not here. These are all leaders of the team that was helping us get things together. They not here. So I still think it's a fairly new team. So it's hard for like a new coach to get everything together, but he did a great job. But I still feel like there's players on this team right here, from looking at this board right here, that are very good. I think if you take Tyrese Martin and you put him on a team that needs shooting, he's going to excel. I think if you take Trent and Warford and put him on a team that needs big body defenders, he's going to excel. I think if you take Zaire Williams and put him with Denver, he's going to do great. So I feel like these players, even though like they're not showcasing great talent right here, like great things right here, even though I still think it's good, I think you could take them and put them on like a contending team that know which role to put them in, and they're going to excel. They're going to do great. Look at Chris Dunn. Chris Dunn was almost out the league. Now he's on the Clippers. He's being considered one of the best perimeter defenders. He's a part of the reason why it's a 32-point blowout.
Yeah, man. And you got like Zubac, man in the paint. He had 12 rebounds. And Zubac can actually slide his feet too. You know, now that I actually think about it, you know, he's not like he was like when he first got into the league, but he actually really worked on his defense, and
this is best year right here.
Yeah, it is. It is. We just need, if we can get like a couple more, like another year of this, then you could put like Zubac into like maybe all-star conversations. Was player one was saying he should make the all-star team over Şengün, but again, like Zubac, I mean, it's just like Şengün had last 2 years, 2-3 years, Şengün has shown like, you know, a larger sample size, man. Zubac, this is his first. He's having a career year though, man. You're right.
I mean,
what do you think about the matchup between Zubac and Claxton over here, man?
That's, for me, that's not a good matchup for Clax, especially how Zubac plays and how hard it sets him up. It's not a good matchup. He's going to get destroyed. He's going to get caught out of position a lot. That's why he got 9 out of 9 right here. Like okay, so like we already know.
Yeah, man, Claxton's an all-world defender, man. I mean, I was just reading a media report saying that like they will, like, people will be surprised that he's on the trade. He will be on the trade block. I mean,
he's a great defender, but we can't, like, what's a great defender on a team that really got not like a great defensive scheme right now? They're just really trying hard a lot, and not like a great offense, and not like a real offense we could set things around. Like, so like, I mean, I hear people when like, yeah, you're a great defender while you trade him, but it's like we have a valuable asset, and we can't maximize much of it. So you might as well get back what you can from him to just, you know, capitalize on it.
No, listen, hold on. If you an opposing general manager, like, do you see any value in Nick Claxton over here? 97 million. What? 6 points? I mean, you got to do it on both ends, man. You can't just be a defensive anchor. You can't even anchor a defense, man.
I brought this up to you before, BK. If you took Nicholas Claxton and you put him with Trae Young, you don't think Trae Young can make him better than what he looks like right now?
Yeah, but I mean, he still has like a lot of limitations. You know, like,
no, true. No, that's true. But a great playmaker can make you look better than what you are. Exactly what Harden is doing for Zubac this year.
So even if Trae Young actually does that, right? He's still on. I mean, the most Claxton is actually going to really, Trae Young. I'm sorry. If Trae Young actually really, him and Claxton links up, right? I mean, the most you're going to get out of Claxton is 12, 13 points. You know, Zubac still dropped 21 points, man. You know, that's the thing over here, man. You got to be able to, you know, generate some type of offense, right? And he doesn't really do that at all. He's not really that good at it. Maybe once in a blue moon, you'll get like a 18-point game, 19-point game. But like, for the most part, you are who you are. His career average is about 11.5 points a game. Even when he was playing with Kevin Durant, you know, and Kyrie.
Well, let me say this then. Let me say this real quick then, BK. In terms of Claxton, right? Because we're in the East. For the most part, in the East, it's not a lot of dominant big men. If anything, more times than not, it's a lot of teams that's trying to spread you out. So in terms of the East and the competition, you'll mainly have to go through, because even though you got to think about the championship, you still got to think about the competition. You got to go through the gauntlet to get there. So in your conference, you don't really have a dominant big man. The real dominant big man is like Giannis. I can't even consider Embiid because the nigga heart hurt so much. But like these are your dominant big men.
Yeah, when healthy. Embiid is dominant. Yeah,
Embiid and shit like that. So like, but like if you go over to the West, you got Jokic, you got Zubac, you got things like that. You got Triple J, even though he's not a banger, but you still got big body because you got Zach Edey and shit like that. So like you got big bodies over there. So like it's not a necessity that you need to have a bruiser down low. I still like Claxton, but I feel like he'll be maximizing a really good team. I feel like personally, if the Lakers was to talk with us, we would be able to get off Claxton, get some good quality back, and I think they could maximize him over there. Two great playmakers, they could maximize him. I think he would have numbers like close to Zubac this year, not 61% from the field.
I would think it would be maybe 13, 14 points a game. I mean, it's only but so much lobs you can, because like even in the finals, how did that work out for like Derek Lively and what's his name, Daniel Gafford, man? It's only but so much like lobs you can actually do. You have to have more layers to your game, though.
No, true, but it's not just for the offense. Not going to be only centered around you, especially if I have a great playmaker. So we're gonna have other things rolling off you while we have that. So you're just a piece of the card. We just need you to be a piece of the card. You know.
Well, and the thing is the actual. Fine. I mean, offensively, yeah, it would be a spike somewhat, but my thing is really the defensive end. I mean, guys are having career nights on him, so yeah, you can give you like 12, 13, 14 points if he plays with like a Trae Young, but like guys like Zubac and, like all these other sensors are going to have like, they're going to score 20 to 25 points against him if you don't actually send help. So that's the thing, and that leaves 3-point shooters wide open. And I think with Claxton, he causes like spacing issues. Guys can play drop coverage, you like guys especially with this roster that we actually have, because like Zaire Williams, Keon Johnson aren't really like the most skilled guys, so they're gonna need as much space around them, With Claxton, he like, or you don't got to play him up top. You can just really like drop back 20 feet on him.
All right. I get that point. I can't fight that.
It was like Kyrie, like if you had like a Kyrie Irving type, like a Donovan Mitchell. I mean, they can operate with like limited space. I mean, because they're strong, they can explode through contact, they can finish. But guys like Cam Johnson and Zaire Williams, they need as much spacing as possible, man, for them to really be effective.
If we keep an eye on Keon for next year, he might take a jump.
Yeah,
me personally, but that jump might not be a crazy jump, but he might take a jump. I feel confident about his development. I feel like our development, especially right now this year, has been really good. Like I feel like now what I'm looking at with this team, and since we walking into this draft with like 5-6 draft picks, I feel like we're in a position, right? We could draft these players. Now, I'm not saying draft 5-6 fucking players. That's kind of crazy right there, because ain't no way you're going to give each one of these players respectful burn to find out what their game is or how you can incorporate them. I'm saying we could now, because I had in my mind 1 or 2. Now you could probably go for like 3 or 4, because some of these players on our team, they got some trade value. They got some value that people will want now. I think people would want Zaire Williams. We already know Cam Johnson. I still think Nicholas Claxton. I mean, somehow, some way, somebody gonna want D'Lo. Like somebody gonna have to take D'Lo. I think.
I don't know, man. This is like the third or fourth lackluster game you actually have from him, man. 5 points, -21. Who's that dude on the Knicks, man? The white kid, man, the Tyler kid. I forgot his last name, man.
Tyler Coy or something. Like that?
Yeah, man. I mean, shit, he's looking better than D'Angelo Russell right now, man, and he's shorter than him.
It's looking bad right now. It's looking bad, but I feel like the value might have went down a little bit, but I still feel like he still has a little bit of value. We might keep him to the trade deadline to next year. It depends on how it goes. But apart from him, Keon Johnson, Trenton Walford, Tyrese Martin, I feel like these guys built up the value this year. I think Tyrese Martin has shown he could be a respectful 3-point shooter. I think Zion Williams shown he could be.
Tyrese Martin is not good. He doesn't have like good. Like, when's the last time he actually had a really good game, man? He had that 1-1 breakout game, and he had a couple of good games, but it needs to be consistent. Like, he'll have one game, the next 5 he disappears. I mean, he's a C player, so he needs to be like more consistent. Like tonight, I mean, they would definitely need his shooting. He only had like 6 points or something like that, man. I mean, you definitely need more than that. Let's look at his stats.
Why you look for his stats? All right, so like if you take Tyrese Martin and you put him on a team like Orlando, I feel like he helps them out. So 35% from the 3-point line is average, right? 40% is a really, really good. So he's only really an average 3-point shooter. Like 35% is average. So that means, especially if he's not really getting like the minutes like that, he's going to really have like a good breakout game, like once every 8 to 9 games. No, true. But
said join the Knicks wave. Yeah, I'm still researching the team, King Ribby. But we're gonna definitely get more Knicks content in, man. Definitely, man. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
BK, don't get brainwashed, bro. People are hating you because you even said the Knicks, bro. Don't do that, bro.
No, man. Listen, this is a business right here, man. All the Nets content, man, like even the Locked On guys, they were getting 1,200 views a video. They're down to like 500 to 800, man. Yeah, man. It's just I'm gonna try to give it one final stretch run, but if the views don't uptick, man, then I'm like, nah, man. I'm gonna have to like change. Like, I'll still love the Nets, man.
No, of course.
But it's a business at the end of the day.
No, of course. I don't like to tell people how to make their content, how they run their page and stuff like that. I like to let people do their thing and see how it unfolds. You've been doing a great thing. Other people been doing a great thing, like Breezy, Leaf, everybody else. All I'm saying is, in the game of basketball and the NBA, I just don't feel like it's really good to pigeonhole yourself to just one team, especially if that team is in the shitter right now. You not like if you like all because you love the team doesn't mean that's good business, bro. You're like, come on now, bro.
Oh, Jonathan is mad at me because I started talking about the Knicks a little bit. I said, I'm just listen. This is an experimentation. Listen, let me see, man. I mean, damn.
John, get over it, please. I love you, bro. Get over it, bro. Come on, bro. We gotta talk about basketball, bro.
Yeah, man. Because right now, and I'm looking at the draft over here, man, and the development system is so. I don't know how it's going to be with Jordy Fernandez. We have to see like a larger sample size, but like you have to come in like having your own skills already, man. Yeah, if not, like Nick Claxton, I'm like, what has he been doing for the last 6 years, man? Like nothing. Like what's going on with all around the NBA, pretty much, not just the actual Nets, though. But what's going on with the development system, though?
I think, for me personally, with the Claxton thing, I think it's more of a him thing, a more confidence thing, because I done saw players throughout the team, even from last year, do things that they weren't doing from the beginning of the season, and they develop and try to get that in. Nick Claxton, on the other hand, is just like pick like up and down with it. Like I forgot which game it was, but it was a good minute ago. I think like 20 games before, like he was trying to take threes. No threes no more. So it's like,
yeah, but he should have been working on that, like because he, especially right now, he has. In the next couple of years, if the Nets keep Claxton on the team. Now, he has a $97 million contract. He should be taking at least like 1,000 3-pointers a day, like, in the offseason, like after practice. I mean, he has the money to pay rebounders, like God, because you can't just practice threes on your own, man. You have to have like 2 or 3 guys rebound the ball for you. He has the money now.
This is why I be saying it got to be a them thing, because it can't be like everything around you, because like, oh, all right, Ben Simmons, for example. We see videos of him shooting, so I could probably say like, yo, the man probably take. We don't know for sure, but I feel like he take 100 threes to 1,000 threes a day, probably a week. But we asked him to work on it. He's working on it. So when it comes to the game, he's not taking it. So it's like, yo,
it's tricky with him because at his size, like six, you playing the point guard position, and you're 6'10", 240, and you got Ja Morant guarding. I don't want guarding you. I don't want to see you taking no damn threes, man. As a coach, like hell no, man. Get your ass down low and post him up and just score on him every single time. And like let's say if you have D'Angelo Russell on your team, like D'Angelo can't just like at times he could, but like on a consistent basis, he's not going to just be able to like get to the rim at will like that, man. I mean, he has to be surgical in terms of like being able to shoot the basketball. His shot needs to be going down. Then he can get like a good pump fake and 1-2 dribble pull-ups. He can't just go down low and score like that. So, but Ben opens things up for like guys like Zion Williams who aren't like really that skilled though, you know. And he's building the defense out if he's shooting threes though.
But you still help your offense sometimes. You can respace and you can still shoot. Being a threat from the perimeter is still going to help your team.
So I mean certain teams if they're gonna like because what we seen when Ben Simmons was actually on this team, I mean, and we played the Bucks. Giannis was guarding him, and Giannis is just not. I don't care who you are. He's not an easy guy to actually score on, man. I mean, Giannis can actually play defense. You're not gonna just be able to move Giannis like that, And that's where Ben Simmons actually really needs to actually start shooting. When you got guys like Giannis, Bam on him, Jaren Jackson Jr., where he just can't just overpower guys like that. That's where he needs to actually start shooting. But if they're not going to put the best defender on Ben Simmons and they're just going to put like Dame on him, right? Then no, don't shoot. You're bailing him out, man. That's why if I'm guarding Ben Simmons, like shoot the basketball, please, man. I don't want him taking me to the hole and overpowering me. Yeah.
But that's all I'm saying, though. These guys be working on the off season on certain things, and when it comes to the game, they never really incorporate it into the game. Like, so I'll be confused sometimes. Like, that's why I'll be like, it gotta be a them thing because they working on it. So like, unless you telling me the off season, all that shit is bullshit, you're working on it.
I mean, I've seen this for years. I mean, I when the Nets were in New Jersey, we got there like an hour early before the game even started. And we were watching Trenton Hassel warm up. He was taking about like mid-range shots. And he made about 100 in a row, But then in the game, he was just bad. Like he couldn't really shoot. When he did shoot, he missed a lot, even when he was wide open. So I don't know, man. I mean, like you said, we do see these guys actually, and that's true. Yeah, King Ribby, you're right. Blame it on the front office. And player one says if I should start talking about the Lakers if I want the bag. Yeah, that's true, man. That's but right. I'm gonna be honest though. I don't know if people are gonna really like my takes because I'm not an Austin Reeves fanboy. He should be coming off the bench, man.
Oh, sorry. That might go viral, BK. That might get you more views right there. People
hell no, man. What, man? People shit. They don't like my Clarkson takes, even though it's factual. People want to hear what they want to hear, man. If they're a fan of something and they love something, then they're like, nah, man, we ain't trying to hear you. They go with their emotions.
No, they probably tap in. They probably tapped in because you had some controversial Clarkson take. Maybe that's why they tapped in. Like, oh shit, he's saying something different. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe the Lakers. We'll see. Yeah, I should cover the Lakers though. We'll see. I don't know.
Throw out feel a video. Throw out feel a video out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, they got some better pieces than us. I mean, shit.
Oh, I agree. I mean, Austin Reeves he's definitely better than like D'Angelo Russell, man. So Keon Johnson, you really think that he can?
I think he's been having good development. I thought he was going to be a bust, but he's been having great development. I still wouldn't put him into the like tier of like the people he was in the draft with, but he's been having great development. I feel like he might take another leap next year. I don't think it's going to be like a crazy leap because right now he averaged like 10 points. I don't think he's going to be like a 20-point scorer, but like he's going to be somewhere into the realm of 14 and 15.
Yeah, right now, the development I want to see from him is right here, man. These assist numbers. So again, what I was saying before you got on here is that him being a better playmaker and a high percentage passer will like kind of like make him like less predictable, right? I mean, if he's just wired to score, I mean, it's easy for the defense to actually like load up on you and guard you. But if you actually go out there and you pass and like mix your game up, it kind of throws the defense off a little bit. So that's really kind of like the next evolution of Keon Johnson. So that and his 3-point shooting is still bad. 30% is horrible, right? I mean, this is what he's averaging in terms of his percentages. That's bad, 35% is even bad, right? That's average. This is below average. This is like teetering on like Russell Westbrook territory. So that, yeah, we have to see him shoot better from three.
How many attempts he take?
Where was it over here? Hold on. Does it show it? It should show it. Oh, here we go. I think it's like, not that much though.
1.5 to 5.
Yeah. No, that's just free throws. Let me go to. Hold on. I gotta go to Basketball Reference. They show mostly all that. They should show the attempts though. Yeah. Let's see. Regular season totals. No, I gotta go to Basketball Reference for that. Let me see.
I say that because I mean, because he been in and out the lineup and like minutes been spotty. Like he needs to get better from the three, but if he get a more consistent role, I think it would be better. I think if he get a more consistent role.
Yeah, and definitely like passing too, man. He needs to be able to.
No, really for sure. He needs to get better at that. I think if you get more better at ball handling, I think that's the next step right there. He gonna be more. You gonna see him handling the rock more.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Player one about Claxton too, man. He says, "Why would the Lakers even want him?" Right? That in that article I was reading yesterday, they were saying like the Lakers will want him, but like look at Mark Williams. I know he's hurt, right? I mean, will he have more of an impact on this team than Claxton, the Charlotte center, if he's healthy?
If he's healthy, yeah.
So Keon Johnson he's taken 6 threes. His attempts on average is about 6.
6, yeah.
And he's converting on like 30% of those shot attempts, man. So there's a whole bunch of other stuff, man. Like it's 1-2 dribble pull-ups. Even though he's athletic, we've seen him get blocked a couple of times because he's only 185 pounds. He can't really like move guys, like explode through contact. Like Donovan Mitchell is like he's strong, man. He can like he can push guys out of the way. And McKeon right now, he can't really do that right now, man.
But I did see him like multiple times drive and dish out. So I think that's something he could keep on incorporating consistently into his game.
Yeah,
just drive.
I would definitely want to keep Keon Johnson. I mean, he's not a bad role player. I mean, he's not bad. He just had to. Again, I mean, all these years. When did he? Hold on, let me see something here. His bio. When he got drafted in 2021. I mean, where's the development at for a lot of these teams, though, man? This is something they should be telling him, man. If I was a skills trainer, I mean, we're gonna work on this stuff, man. We're gonna work on the 1-2 dribble pull-ups. We're gonna work on his playmaking. We're gonna work on his shooting. So, like what's going on with the development around the league, man? Even like with the Portland Trailblazers, man. We've seen like Dame, CJ McCollum. Like you can't get players over to Portland, right? So you got to have a really, really good development system, but I don't know what's going on around the NBA, man.
I mean, for me personally, I think it's hard if you're injured or if the team keep on changing up like that. I think it's hard to develop playmaking because your role and your team keep on changing, especially if you're young too, or if you're not like you don't have like a keen sense to it. Like if you're not like I'm going high, but like if you're not like a LeBron type. It's going to be hard to just like make off like that because your team is changing, your scheme is changing, your coach is changing, your philosophy changing, players are changing. So it's going to be hard to like get a consistent feel in playmaking if you don't have a knack for it. So that right there is going to be hard to practice on.
No, I'm saying if that's a weakness of him actually coming out of college, like I'm going to work on that with him, man. Like immediately, not like like. And a complete player, man. Like this is crazy. What's going on, man? It's nasty, man.
But he was hurt a lot too. I think he got hurt from he came up from the draft and shit like that. So like he got hurt. So it's like that's tough, right?
Yeah, depending on the type of injuries that he actually has. I mean, if he had like lower extremity injuries, then I'll give him a pass, man. You know, because like you can't really like work on your game if you have like a back, a knee injury, or something like that, man. What's the scouting report? Hold on. Keon Johnson. What the fuck? Oh.
Yo, BK, the comments going crazy.
He says acting coach 15-year-old girls team, therefore I know basketball. Jay, man, basketball is basketball, man. You know, you still gotta be a good passer no matter what level of basketball you actually play. I do coach like a girls team, and so Jay is actually taking a stab at me like I don't know basketball or something like that, man. Yeah, I started this show, Jay, because I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, right? You know? Yeah, you're right, man.
I mean, certain things change up from the different levels of basketball, but I mean, certain things.
No, I mean it's too. The fundamentals are still there, man. You know, you can't if you're not a good ball handler, you shouldn't be handling the basketball, right? And that's something you have to work on. I don't care what level. If you need to work on your left hand, like weaknesses, it don't matter what level of basketball you play, man.
Yo, he said I drive a car, therefore I can drive F1 race cars.
He says, therefore, so Jay says, yeah. Here goes BKNY hoops. I coach under 15 girls teams, therefore I know more than professional sports coaches. Well, somebody don't know something over here, man. So I was right about Claxton when all you guys was actually glazing for him and saying he was really, really a good player and we need him. I told you about him, man. Y'all guys, it turned out I was actually right. So I said Cam Johnson would actually have a resurgence, man. He's going to have like an all-star caliber year when you guys thought he was garbage, Jay, right? I said, no, give him another chance. He was unhealthy. He had some injuries. Injuries do hinder you, depending on the injury. So, Keon Johnson, his comp is Latrell Sprewell. And, 6'5", 186 pounds. So, that's something he definitely needs to bulk up. See, this is what I'm saying. Let me go to the scouting report, right? And I'm not saying that the NBA scouts don't know what they're talking about, but I'm just saying like he has all these limitations coming out of college, right? So right here, and before I even read the scouting report, Jay, right, on Keon Johnson, I said he has to get stronger, right? 186 pounds is not going to actually cut it, right? And even him coming out of college over here says he needs to bulk up and should be able to bulk up as he matures, but it's been since 2021. So what's going on? Why he hasn't bulked up to at least 205, 210? Too many players leave college early and as a result don't get developed proper. That's true too. That's why I said Cooper Flag should go back to college, man, for at least one more year.
Wait, hold on, BK. You can't. All right, you see, Levy hit you with that. You can't stay on this hill no more. You can't say Cooper gotta go back to college. You don't see what he's doing right now, bro.
It's not going to work against the. He has to. All right, so you can't. His thing right now is to go in and dunk on everyone. Like you have to have a plan when you drive to the hole. It's not going to just be able to dunk on everything, especially in the pros. He's not going to be able to do that. He needs to get more shifty. His 3-point shooting needs to get a lot better. His ball handling, we got to see how it works against the pros. I think one more year college because he's not going to be able to. As the number one pick, man, they're going to want 25 points, right, a night. They expect you to actually go and carry a franchise. I just don't see it with him right now.
I think the first year he could average up to 19 and 18. From what I'm seeing,
13 to 15.
He's a good driver. That's a 6'9" guy.
No, that's what I'm saying. He doesn't drive with a plan. He drives to just go out there and dunk on you. Like he needs to like when he drives the basketball, it can't just be a dunk every single. He needs to be able to make plays and he actually and being more shifty too. It's another thing. Like you can't just be like a straight line driver. You need to be a little shifty. So that's Lakey. What's good, man? Jay says go back to college. Let me see something. Yeah, man. He needs to go back to college for at least one more year. Because just compare him to Paulo Banchero. Paulo's only got this is his third year. And you see Paulo can handle the basketball. He's 250 pounds. That's another thing with Cooper Flag. He's 205. He needs to get stronger. He doesn't have the skill set, a good enough skill set for the three, right? And then at the fourth position, he's undersized. You think he's gonna just go and dunk on like Jaren Jackson Jr., Bam, and Jokic? I mean, these are big guys over here, man. You know, he says,
I ain't gonna lie, BK. You name some people that already got dunked on by smaller people. I ain't gonna lie. Ant-Man done dunked on Triple J and Jokic already. So I mean,
who, Cooper Flag?
I mean, no, Ant-Man. He done dunked on.
Oh no, I mean that's different. I'm just saying with Cooper Flag though, man. You know, but the thing is with Ant-Man, I mean he could pass. You know, he's not going to just go and dunk every single possession. He can actually go out there and make a play, make a lob threat, and that can kind of throw the defenses. You know, you probably can catch that defender napping or something like that. But Cooper Flag, man, when you just compare him to like, you know, Jaren Jackson Jr., Paulo Banchero, I don't see it. You know, I don't really see it.
Well, Player One said the NBA scouts compared Cooper to prime Kawhi. I mean, so let's take Kawhi's name off of this and just look at the things that Kawhi brings to the game. Kawhi plays at his own tempo, great driver, could develop into a great pull-up shooter, great three-point shooter, not the greatest playmaker of them all, but can still pass the rock, decent rebounder. I think Cooper could be a better rebounder than Kawhi. All-time great on the defensive end. All-time great. I don't know about all-time great with Cooper, but I done heard some people already say he can become all-time great. So that possibility already out there. So
listen, nothing is out. I mean, he could. I mean, if he's really willing to actually put the work in, he could be an all-time great player. I'm just saying right now, no, he needs a lot of work right now. And what position does he really play? Because at the four, he could play the four at 205 pounds, but like his three, you know, he needs to be shooting like 39% from the 3-point line. You know, because it's not going to just be able to just go and just take it to like a Jaden McDaniels, man. These guys are long, man. Yeah, Giannis. That's another. If we're playing the Bucks, who's taking that defensive assignment?
It's gonna have to be Giannis.
Yeah. You think Cooper's gonna be able to score like an efficient 20 points on Giannis guarding him?
I don't know about efficient, but I think he could still score 20. I don't know if it's gonna be efficient though.
Yeah, but you have to be efficient. You know, you can't just take like 30, 33 shots to score like 18, 19, 20 points, man. That's not working.
But how many people in the NBA right now to this day even getting the chance to even put up 33 shots? Like that's not the game we in right now. If
you're efficient at doing it, right? I mean, if Zubac can actually put up numbers like what he just did tonight, 9 of 9, 21 points. I mean, there has to be serious conversations on like who you're going to run your offense through, man, because of his efficiency. Like we see it all the time. You miss shots, right? The way these guys get downfield and be able to actually shoot the three or get an easy layup, you know, that's like, damn, man. I mean, like the athleticism for these guys, man. Like you miss a shot. Like we see even with this team, like Dayron misses a shot, Claxton misses a shot. You have a bad turnover, right? I mean, they're fast breaking and they're getting the ball down, and sometimes it's a 3-point shot or a layup. So you actually have to like take care of the basketball, and then you actually have to make shots. You can't be missing a whole bunch of shots.
True, but you already know the league. It's a make or miss league. So if you start making, you can make a whole bunch of bad shots, and then these people still consider you good, but it could still be bad. Ace Bailey, you make a lot of bad shots, and then people are like, "Oh yeah, you a freak of talent." But then when those shots don't stop going in, people start thinking.
We got to see it against like NBA pros, man. You know, like those guys. Yeah, college is different, man. Then when it comes to like I say, he has to be able to do it against like let me see who's some good defenders out there. Let me think, man. We'll see, man. Like I said, I mean, he's going to get the best like defenders, like Jaren Jackson Jr., he's 240 pounds, and you see how he slides his feet, man. You know, and OG Anunoby, like these guys, like he's physical. Jaylen Brown, Tatum is another good defender. Porzingis, like if Ace Bailey's 3-point shot is not going down, and he's only good at catch and shoot threes, not even coming off like pull up threes. I mean, that's still a work in progress. But will he be able to finish over guys like Porzingis? You know, nah, man. I mean, it's hard, man. So we'll see.
Would you take Dylan over Coop?
On this team, yes. I think if we had like a better roster, I would definitely take Cooper Flag because he could just do more things. I think right now Cooper Flag at this point, he's like he fits in more teams than let's say what a Dylan Harper and an Ace Bailey, does. Like you can utilize his skill set. Like he can hit some threes, he can play some defense, he can run the floor, finish. He can give you some playmaking. It's not elite, but I don't know. You see him because, like I said, you look at Paolo Banchero, man. He's he's averaging 20 points a game in his first year, and he went up to 25, 20. I think he's at 27 right now.
Right.
So the following year, he's at 24, 25 points a game, and again, you have to be efficient. And now he's at 27 points a game.
I think Cooper could have that trajectory, but in terms of this team, me personally, I want my motto on this team. I want a lot of high-level IQ guys that could put the ball on the floor, not necessarily create a shot, but can take the ball, drive the ball consistently without losing the fucking rock, and could either dish out or make the layup. Mostly make the dish, so we could keep the defense scrambling. I think a player like Dylan Harper feeds right into that.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree with that, man. I mean, he's definitely a building block right here, man. My thing is you gotta get talent, man. I mean, you can get like a lot of good players. One good player, and you need a team to really. What's this? Hold on, 1 second.
But I mean, that might be what you need. Like, look at the Pacers. So, like, I mean, depending on who you ask, a lot of people wasn't rating Nembhard or Neesmith like that too highly. People thought a little bit of TJ, but they didn't really think too much of TJ McConnell. Like, they didn't have these guys high on that board. But then when you get a person like Tyrese Halliburton there, and then you get a great coach who could really maximize your offense, but then a great playmaker who doesn't turn over the rock, yeah, it brings your ceiling to a different level. Now that regular player you was looking at look a little bit better now.
We'll see, because we look at D'Angelo Russell. He was the number 2 pick, and now you look at him now.
It's not
look at Dylan Harper. Let's just compare him to like a lot of the top point guards or guards in the league right now, man. I mean, we seen who Ja Morant was. We already knew Ja Morant was going to be a problem, when he was in college, man.
Right.
I mean, you see him on that level, though? You see him as, good as a Donovan Mitchell? Can he,
I really think highly of Donovan Mitchell. That's a problem.
He could be Killian Hayes, man. You never know. I mean, he could be. I'm not saying he can. I'm not saying he can. I was just saying D'Angelo Russell was a number 2 pick. And no team wants him, really.
If you went through all this and you end up being Killian Hayes, that's gonna be so sad.
We've seen it in NBA history before. Kwame Brown. Look at Kwame Brown. He was the number 1 pick, right?
Mm-hmm.
And again, they expect you to actually be able to carry a team, and he couldn't do that. He was a bust. So as the number 1, 2, 3 pick, you gotta be able to carry a team, man. You need to be like you saw what Donovan Mitchell did against it was one of those featured games. How Donovan Mitchell was dissecting the Boston defense, and he put that team on his back.
Oh yeah,
and I was like, oh shit, damn, that's what you got to do, man.
I
Dylan Harper do that.
I feel like, I mean, in this draft, you can have that expectation, but I feel like we need to start tempering ourselves with that expectation, because if you go to every draft expecting the number one pick to be a high level, probably, I mean, for the most part, if you're picking number one, you're thinking this guy should be a Hall of Famer. I'm just going to like that. That's the
No,
intent of
exactly.
the mind. So
Yeah.
like I think we need to temper our expectation, because like you can't go to every draft thinking the number one pick should be damn near
No. The number
perennial
one
all-star.
pick is supposed to be that, man.
That's
Easy.
tough. That's tough. That's tough, BK.
That's how it is, man. Those are the expectations. The number one pick is supposed to go out there and give you 20 to 25 points a game, man.
So like last year, for example, right? Last year, because it was between Zachary Ricochet and then Atlanta was thinking Alex Saw, but then they said fuck that. So between those two, bro, you could have never looked at those two and said like, yeah, you should be a perennial all-star. You should be a guy in the league that in future should be averaging like for Alex Saw.
Well, yeah, I mean that's what makes it a bad draft. But if you're hyped up like Ace Bailey was and still is, I mean, I better and Cooper Flag is. I need 20 to 25 points.
Oh hell yeah, BK, for this draft and the type of hype and the type of shit everybody been talking about. So I'm expecting Ace Bailey in his career to become a Hall of Famer.
Yeah,
that period, point blank. Like it just doesn't go past there. Like he should be a Hall of Famer, because motherfuckers put all type of Hall of Famers next to his name. Dylan Harper, Harden, AI. I done heard fucking KD and T Mac for Ace Bailey. Like I done heard crazy name Kawhi for fucking Coop. So I'm like, so Hall of Famers, right? Hall of Famers, like Hall of Famers.
Yep.
If not Hall of Famers, at the very least, perennial all-stars that you cannot leave out the conversation of the history of NBA.
Exactly. And like I said, if Cooper Flag comes to, if he's the number one pick, I expect him to be like Paolo Banchero, man. I expect that. I expect that.
I think if he comes to our team, he could do that.
I want to see him average 20 points a game. I want to see him do it on good efficiency. I want to see him he has to make plays. He has to make the other guys better, right? Because he's going to be like the target on scouting reports. So he needs to go out there and make players better. I mean, that's what I expect from Cooper Flag. With all this hype, I mean, I better see like Paolo numbers.
If he gets anything
Paolo, he came into the league at 250 pounds, man.
No, he came in as a grown man, a real grown man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Cooper Flag still needs like to put on muscle, put on weight. If he's going to be a power forward.
If he doesn't do as good as Paolo, but probably kind of close, not at the same, because I think Paolo first year was 21. He came into the league like 19, 18. Not the same way, because you already know Paolo from the beginning, he was babying motherfuckers in the NBA off the rip. So I don't think it's going to be exactly like that. But if he does anything like a little bit lower level, you don't think it's still good? You don't think it's still good?
I mean, he needs to be able to put a team on his back and carry them, man, like Donovan Mitchell does, man. If you're the number one pick and you have all this hype, you got to be able to put a team on your back and really kind of carry them, man. Like I said, you look at that Boston game. I don't know if that was. I gotta look up the game. I have it saved on my DVR here, but he was actually able to put that team on his back and get that team to a victory. That's what Cooper Flag got to do, man.
So you don't think he could do that on Utah? If you go to Utah, he with Laurie Marketing, Colin Sexton, Keontae George, and those little guys. You don't think they
think Laurie Marketing? Do you think Laurie Marketing is better from like as a player right now than Cooper Flag? I think he is.
I think he is. It's hard to tell until but I think he is. But I think Laurie would. His personality, from what I can see, he would acquiesce to Cooper to make him feel more welcome into the offense, things like that. So he wouldn't be a guy like, oh, I still gotta get my shots. He would try to welcome him into the offense. If they see like he the guy.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying like if he needs to be able to go to the Wizards. Like you put Paolo Banchero on the Wizards right now. I mean, Paolo's scoring, still getting his numbers. He's still going to average like 20, 24, 25 points a game. Right. He still gets you 9, 10 rebounds a game. Still get you like 4 or 5 assists a game, no matter what scenario it's in.
But I feel like depending on the team, the impact going to be more greater. Cause I feel like if you go to Utah, I mean, it's still in the West, so that's tough. So I think it's going to be an immediate impact. Like, oh, Utah looks worlds better than what they was last year. Now,
I mean, he would be a role player. I'm just saying, like, he needs to like Like. All right. So what's the Nets record right now? Let me see something.
Hold on.
I think we got 20.
26? No, that's too much. We're 23-51.
All right. So Cooper Flag, if you was to put Paolo Banchero on this team right now, right? We would get like 35 to 38 wins, 37, 38 wins. Yeah, man. I mean, because it's a consistent scoring option, right? Is somebody you actually have to game plan for.
You think this team is a better defensive team than Orlando? When healthy?
I don't know, man, because you got D'Angelo Russell out there.
That's what I'm saying. Because
not Zaire Williams. Keon Johnson is not really a great defender. You figure with his athleticism, he should be, but he's not.
But that's what I'm saying.
And he's too small. He's 186 pounds.
Instead of D'Lo, they got Jalen Suggs. Instead of fucking Keon Johnson, they got Franz or Mo. And instead of Claxton, they got Wendell Carter or Jonathan Isaac. So, like, that's a...
this team is way better. That team is way better defensively than us, man.
So, I don't know about 35.
I mean, you're supposed to have, like, Claxton, who's supposed to be, like, a defensive guy there. But even like Zion Williams. I'm sorry, go ahead.
You think Jonathan Isaac is better on defense than Claxton?
Oh, hell yeah, man.
Okay.
Because he's bigger, man. He's like how much?
Yeah.
How much?
He's like 6'10", damn near 7 feet. He definitely way more than him.
He's like 240.
Yeah, he look like he's 240. Shit.
Yeah, look like he's 240. He's long, man. I'm like, damn. I mean, he's got offensively. He has to put it together, like Jonathan Isaac. But
no, he does. They both do. But I mean, Jonathan Isaac plays limited minutes, and Claxton could play longer there. But his defense is more impactful. I mean, 35 wins might be a lot, but I feel like we will be better. I think we kind of could make a push into the playoffs, play in.
Yeah,
but I mean,
I just don't. Like I said, Cooper Flag. We'll see, man. I mean, he's gotten better since the season started at Duke, right? He's been working. I forgot who he's been working with, but it was a couple of, but he's gotten better since the season started at Duke, though. So I think another year in college, because there's other NBA scouts out there saying that they don't see Cooper Flag really like getting 20 to 25 points again. If you're gonna put that expectation on him, then he could probably be a bust. And not saying that he'll be out of the league. He won't make his first second NBA contract. I meant, but hold on 1 second over here. He says you talk about Paolo Banchero like he's the Black Jesus. The dude could play, man. He says he's not even the best player on his own team. That's
debatable.
Yeah, that's debatable right there, man. Yeah, I think he is. He's probably really their best player, man. I think Franz Wagner is probably second.
I think Franz took a leap this year, but I feel like if Paulo never got that oblique injury from the beginning of the year, that leap that he was on, that trajectory would have been crazy. I think you would see a 30-point scorer right now, a 9-rebound guy, a 5-assist guy. So that would be 35-5. So it'll be a whole different conversation.
Yeah, listen, hold on. Jay, if you actually are injured, man, if you have a knee injury, right, it's going to hinder what you're going to do on the offensive and defensive end. Like, don't listen to Stephen A. Smith, man. Injuries do matter, right? Certain injuries you could play through, and certain injuries your body won't allow you to actually do it. If you have a really bad ankle injury, right, it's going to affect you on defense, in terms of being able to slide your feet. So, yes, injuries does matter, man.
Another reason why they're saying the Knicks are not going to make it because Jalen Brunson with that leg injury, that was it? I think the calf or the ankle injury, that there's no way he could come back to the season and be fully at 100%. And we know what he's going to have to do in the playoffs. So, ain't no way.
Yeah, that's the thing. Well, most of these players aren't healthy either, man. There's no player right now playing basketball. If you play basketball consistently, no matter what level of basketball you play, you're going to have injuries, man. Yeah, you're going to have injuries.
You're not all the well. Let me take 100% because you're never going to be 100%.
Yeah, you're not 100% healthy, man.
Unless you're Kawhi, you took the whole time off. And even then, you're still not 100%.
Yeah, you still going to have bumps and bruises and ankle injuries, and there's going to be pain here and there, man. No matter what level of basketball you play, man, you're not pain free playing basketball consistently. You're not.
You're right. but you're gonna be at a good enough level to take the licks that you're getting and dish them right back out.
Yeah. So, yeah, man. So Jay, you looking at these players like they're robots, man. They're human beings, man. And they do have injuries, man. They do have injuries. Like I said, certain injuries you could play through, right. And certain injuries. And I played basketball a long time, and there's injuries I could play through, and there's injuries you just can't. Your body will not allow you to do it. You have a knee injury, you tear your ACL, your body won't allow you to play.
How you want to move with a knee injury.
Exactly.
That's it right there.
Yeah, that's a casual take by you, Jay. Casual take. Let me see something. Yeah, let's see. He says no franchise is going to go. Oh no, he dropped off. He dropped off. I don't know what happened there. It says no franchise is going to load these teenagers up with a lot of minutes from the jump. There will be a learning curve for all of them. No, man. Listen, Claude, if you're a number one pick, man, yeah, you're going to actually have to. They expect 25 points a game, man. All right, they expect that. Like I said, I'm looking at like what Paolo Banchero, right, did, and I know I've talked about him a lot, but I'm looking at him, and that's your prime example of what like a number one pick is supposed to actually do. Average 20 points a game, 8-9 rebounds, like 4 or 5 assists, and be able to put a team on his back, man. Yeah. Sorry.
So, Claude, when you say that, is this like from like recent like examples you're using, or like from history, or what? Because like a lot of young players, when they first came to the league, depending on the team, they got a whole bunch load of minutes. Like I remember Scotty Barnes coming to the league, and Paolo, they got dropped with minutes. Evan Mobley, like they got dropped with minutes.
Man.
Bro.
Exactly. They're playing for money too, man. They are.
Like they got from the minute Evan Mobley came in, he got flooded with minutes. They saw he was a great defender. They needed that shit right there. So like,
yeah,
they had Scotty Barnes going through every position on the Raptors in his first year, bro. Like,
yep,
bro,
yeah, man. So like I said, he's number one pick. He needs to score like 20 to 25 points. I think Cooper Flag with one more year of development can actually do that. But right now, 13 to 15 something points, depending on. I mean, if he's at the power forward position and he can't shoot, oh Lord, man, it's going to be rough for Cooper Flag.
I think your first year ball is too high, BK. I think your first year ball is too high. 20 to 25s is hard, bro. Even seasoned players can't even get that, bro.
But Powell did 21 points a game.
Orlando needed him for what he did.
But he had this, like I said, he has the physicality, right? So he came in at 250.
It's not like Cooper a little bitch. Like it's not like he gonna feel contact and he just gonna shy away from it. He gonna still drive it a little bit. He just don't got the.
I don't know, man. He doesn't like. Listen, you like you think he could take it to Paolo Banchero, man, and Bam Adebayo? Like these guys are 240, 250.
He gonna try. I could give him. He gonna try.
He gonna try. I mean,
nah, when he get blocked 2 times in a row, I'm gonna start questioning some things. Like, okay,
yeah, man,
I have to do something different a little bit.
Exactly. That's where the skills come in, man. Like the 1-2 dribble pull-ups. That's another thing that he has to work on. 1-2 dribble pull-ups.
But he got that in his game though. So all we gotta do is make sure he get that better. It's not like we have to make sure he incorporates. He got it in there now.
Yeah. I mean, we haven't seen it in high school. We've seen it in his first year. It has to be like Cam Johnson can do it at a really consistent level, But
I done saw when he played the Team USA, I saw him show it off in his game. So I feel confident. Like even though that was a little scrimmage right there, but I'm pretty sure he took it serious. So I feel confident. Like yeah, when he gets to the big leagues, he ain't just going to drop. He got
player one. That's the standard right there, man. I mean, that's what's going to make you like an all-star caliber player. You actually have to be able to do that, right? Look at Kwame Brown. Kwame Brown was expected to do that. Why you think he gets the bus tag put to him? Because he was a number one pick, and he didn't deliver. He was a role player. That's why he's been labeled a bust. I'm not saying Cooper Flag is going to be out of the NBA. But if he can't measure up to what Zion's doing in his first couple of years, and Wemby, like averaging 18, 27 points a game. I mean, I'm talking about averaging. Yeah, man, he's gonna be labeled a bust. And not to say he's gonna be out of the NBA, but like number one picks are expected to actually do that, man. Am I wrong, Easy, or what, man?
I mean, you not wrong, but I don't like that. Me personally, I don't like how the NBA does business like that. But you're not wrong.
Yeah,
you're not
but
wrong.
we've seen LeBron do it. Like we've seen, we have a history of players actually doing that. So it's not like I'm asking like too much from Cooper. If you're gonna be the number one pick, this is what you're supposed to be able to do. We've seen it from players like in like Magic Johnson. Not to say that Cooper's up on those kind of levels, but I'm saying the number one pick. That's why Kwame Brown, right? He has the like I said, the bus tag on him, man.
So BK, let me hit you with this. Even though he could be, he's gonna be the number one pick. What happened if I tell you he has a career trajectory like Jimmy Butler? Now, let me explain. Jimmy Butler hit the Bulls. Now, don't take all of his skill set into account. He hit the Bulls. He was a role player. He started to develop, and he got better and better. He got more integrated into the offense. He was already a defensive piece that he could use because he was good on defense. But he got more better, got integrated in the offense. He learned, got better on playmaking. Little by little, he started going to different teams, but he got better and better. Now he hit the Heat, and he's one of the focal engines in making and helping them get to multiple finals, multiple conference finals, and he's the sole engine. Now, I'm not taking Jimmy Butler. Just move the name a little bit and just look at the career trajectory. What happened if Cooper takes that career trajectory? He's not the best in his class, but in time.
No! I like him as a role player, man. I would definitely want him on my team over a lot of the players in this draft, man. Like I said, for the sake of this damn show, I definitely want Cooper Flag. I'm not a Cooper Flag hater. I'm just saying, yeah, I mean that's definitely something, but that it took Jimmy Butler a long time, though. What I'm saying is like a lot of these guys are, especially general managers, are expecting to see this in your first couple of years, man. I mean, look what Ben Simmons did, right? I mean, he made, was it 2 or 3 All-Star teams before his second NBA contract? Same thing with Tatum, Jaylen Brown. I would say let me take Jaylen Brown out of there. Jason Tatum.
I feel like Cooper got a good chance. He got a good chance, BK. He got a good chance to do that. I mean, the only way I see him making even sniffing close to an All-Star team if he go to a team in the fucking East. He ain't gonna make that shit in the West. Ain't no way.
I agree. Yeah. But even in the East, man, you have Giannis. Oh, Joel Embiid is actually done, man. You got Jalen Brunson, Tatum and Brown. If Porzingis was to actually play like consistent minutes, I mean, you saw what he did when Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum was out, right? He had back-to-back 25-point games, man.
Right. But he's always going to be hurt, though, so he's going to take himself out.
Let me see. Player one says that's crazy. BK, that's Kwame Brown All-Star. There's an in-between for these young players. Listen, Kwame Brown as a number one pick, player one, they expect him to carry an offense. If it's not my opinion. I'm just telling you how these general managers actually really think, right? How the NBA views it, like Easy E just said. It's not me. All right, I'm just going by from the history of the NBA. Number one picks are supposed to actually be able to carry a franchise. Look at Anthony Bennett. He couldn't do it. He didn't make it to his second NBA contract, right? Who was another? Who was Jaleel Okafor? It was another one.
I think he made the second NBA contract, but after that second one, it was going downhill, boy.
Yeah. Anthony Bennett made a second NBA contract? Yeah, he did. He did.
I think
he was out of the league, though. All right? He's the number one pick. There's high expectations when it comes to being the number one pick.
Player one, I hear you, but we gotta take the business of the NBA into account, not how we feel about basketball.
Exactly.
We still gotta take the NBA business into account. So even though we could look at this young kid like, yo, this young kid still got promise, he could still be something. The NBA is gonna take your age and how long they kept you and compare you to your contemporaries. So if you're like 19, I don't know who's 19 right now, but like a 19-year-old kid in the league.
Wemby's 19. Yeah.
So Wemby right now. So if you take Wemby is damn near averaging 25 right now. Now Wemby is an anomaly. It's crazy to use Wemby, but if we use Wemby, right, he's averaging 25. So the minute you hit the league, they're expecting to see something close to that, bro. If you don't, they start looking at you sideways. It's unfortunate, but that's what the fuck they
That's
do.
what it is. Hey, Claude is kind of disagreeing with me. He says, Rashid, you don't know how all the GMs think. Stop it. Yeah, if I'm a number one pick, I would. What do you think? I did all this tanking and dismantling the team so you can go out there and average 12, 13 points a game and not carry a franchise? Come on, man.
Now, let me say this real quick, BK. Claude, you have a little point there. There's a few teams here or there that's going to stick it out. All because the guy not doing good right now, we still going to stick it out. But if you can try to provide me the examples where that happened, bro, that is far and few in between, bro. These niggas keep on moving off young kids, bro. Send them to the G League, send them to a different team.
Yeah, so what happened with Scoot, right? Look what happened with Scoot Henderson. He got sent to the G League, and he was like a number 3 pick or something like that, 2 or 3 pick.
Now he doing better now than what he was doing before.
No, now he is. I'm just saying.
But that's what happened before, though. Right? That's what happened before. Like
traded Dame. He was going to give it to Scoot Henderson, right? And he was supposed to take over for Dame, and he couldn't do it, and they sent him down to the G League. And if he doesn't get better, he will be out of the league, man. These teams aren't playing, man.
Especially all the talent that's coming into the league, they like, yo, if one ball handler don't do it, we can look for another one. If
exactly.
Don't do it, we can look for another one.
I'm just saying, I've been watching the NBA a long time, Claude. I'm just telling you how these teams think and how the NBA thinks, and even fans. But if Wemby was to come out and average 10 points a game, you don't think we'll be calling him a bum, or is it it's a waste? And if Wemby doesn't live up to expectations, man, that's what you got to do, man. You got to live up to expectations.
Bro, motherfuckers was saying Wemby don't know how to fully play the game because he wasn't going into the post and demanding the ball and being aggressive.
He's too small, man. It depends on the matchup, man. He ain't gonna be able to do it against like power forwards in the league. He has to get stronger.
No, I hear that point, BK. But I'm saying though, people were saying that just from that alone, BK. So like, imagine if you come out now and like,
yeah, exactly. My point exactly. Yeah, exactly.
A 10-game stretch, he only averaged 10 points.
Yeah, I just quote what you were actually saying, though, man. Exactly.
Yeah, so like from the 10-game stretch, he averaged 10 points.
And look how many players bust Wemby's ass right now, man. Right? Şengün dropped 40-something points on him. And how much Wemby's averaging now? 25 points a game right now.
I think it was 25 before he went down.
Yeah, and I was even saying, like, damn, man, so there's a lot of players busting Wemby's ass. He needs to actually get stronger, right? This is Wembanyama right there. He gets pushed around a lot, like bigger physical guy. Like I say, Aaron Gordon's guarding him. Like, he can't be able to overpower Aaron Gordon, just be able to, like say, Aaron Gordon's guarding him from the 3-point line, and Aaron Gordon can slide his feet and stay with him, move laterally with him. He ain't gonna be able to push him out of the way like that. He can bump him and put up a lot of physical resistance up for him and throw Victor Wembanyama off. That's something that Victor needs to work on, is getting stronger.
I mean, he can get stronger, or he could incorporate. I mean, because KD did get stronger, he could incorporate something.
KD's 240. Yeah. KD's 240. He looks like he's 210 pounds, but no, KD's 240.
But Wemby could still move. Like what I'm saying is you could use your defender physicality and aggressiveness against him. That's what KD be doing sometimes. So I mean, he's not exactly KD, and KD's stronger than him and a little bit different, but he still could move like KD. So he got a lot of things in this game that KD got. So I think he could incorporate it. I just think in certain matchups, like how you said, like if you're going against somebody like that who's not just exactly like as tall as you, but could play you from like your center position, your center of gravity, and stronger like that. I think you just need to know what to do against certain type of matchups. You can't play the same style against every defender that comes along your way.
And this is Wembanyama we're talking about, man. So Cooper Flag, man, I have high expectations. Listen, Claxton, I mean, he was a second round pick, like was a second round, 31st pick. I can't really get on him, but so much, right? Because he was a 31st pick, a second round pick. I just don't know why Sean Marks would pay pay him that kind of money, and we've seen a large sample size of him, right? But Cooper Flag,
why is that contract a bad contract? Like, why is that contract a bad contract, BK?
It's a horrible contract, man. Because like he doesn't. You saw what happened today, man. Like he has to have some type of impact on winning. Like who would you rather have? Would you rather have Zubac or Claxton?
I'm taking Zubac this year.
The Boston Senators. Who's like that? Luke Kennard or something like that. The two Boston Senators, their backup centers are better than Nick Claxton. Mark Williams is another one. I'm just thinking about so many other centers that are just Jakob Poeltl. I'd rather have him.
Okay.
I'm not going to compare him to Jokic. That's not fair.
I'll take him over Mitchell Robinson.
But Mitchell Robinson, I was watching. Nah, I don't know, man. Mitch is 250 though.
Yeah, but he always get hurt, and then like.
No, but I'm saying when he does play, right? He puts up. You guys could just be able to just bully ball him and just be able to actually, like you can't just like push him out of the way and just like. And we've seen that happen with Claxton a lot. Just get pushed out of the way and just be able to score.
But like with the team that the Knicks have right now, I feel like Claxton will help them a bit better than what Mitchell Robinson can do for them. I think Claxton will help them a little bit better. Because they already got their
all right, so when it comes to like perimeter defense, I'll give Claxton the edge there. But I see them get cooked, man. I mean, like these, like the elite guards, like Kyrie, Donovan. I mean, they have like second, third options they can go to.
No, he'll get cooked. He'll get cooked. But you see, the thing I'm thinking about now, if you give him another big body, just like how we've been talking about this team, if you give him another big body to alleviate certain big man responsibilities, I feel like he could be better. So now, like if there's a big man on another team, if you put him on the Knicks now, all I gotta do is say, all right, Cat, you guard the post, you hold him up at the post. That's your man. If anything, we're gonna have Clax roam off of his man to help you now. So now,
see that work if you have a player like like Cat who can space the floor out, but like if you have him and like let's say Mitchell Robinson together or Zubac together, I mean it causes spacing issues.
It do, but I mean that's what I say. I think it will work with Cat because Cat they got the offense. Cat he could his game could start from the 3-point line. So I mean, and he could drive it too. He could drive it to the basket as well. So it's like. He's good right there. So
that's what I'm saying. But with Claxton there, there's like it makes it easier for Claxton's man to actually come and help on Cat. So I just wish that Claxton had a freaking like a mid range jump shot, just like a set shot like that he can actually make, and you know he would be so useful, man. But that one thing is just really kind of holding him back, which I'm surprised he didn't work on though, man. Like he has all these years. Like he didn't work on like a 17 to 20, like even like a 3-point shot. Like just not to even be able to put the ball like come off of screens and just like hit threes, just to be a good catch and shoot 3-point shooter. I mean, why the fuck he hasn't been working on that, man? I don't get it. If I ever see him, I'll ask him. I'm like, dude, I know, and he probably hears the show about me trashing him because I think Cam Thomas heard this show before because I think he. I'm the one like big Cam Thomas like.
Make you say that, BK. How you know?
No, because he had mentioned not my name, but he was saying, yeah, all the haters out there, you know. And I'm the only one that really kind of hates on him, really, man. Saying that, nah, he's not really, you know.
Might be. You know what? You might have a point. Yo, the players be locked in sometimes. They be tapped into what be going on with us, bro.
Yeah. If I'm a player, I'm looking at everything, man. Oh, what he said this about me? Let me hear this. So Cam Thomas did mention that he on an interview. He was like, "Yeah, there's haters out there that." I gotta find the interview where they was asking him about his. I know what I bring to the table or something like that, and he was saying all the haters out there. There's not many Cam Thomas haters out there, but I'm really, really like the only one that really kind of like, you know, trashes him because again, he's really, like I said, a bench player on most teams around the league, man.
All right.
He is. Boston, he's not in the rotation. Knicks, he's coming off the bench. Cleveland off the bench. Denver off the bench, the Lakers off the bench, Sacramento he's coming off the bench, Chicago he's coming off the bench. Charlotte, he would be I don't know how that would even, because you got Miles, LaMelo. I don't know how that would even work right there, man.
You could slot him in, but it'll be the rotation right now.
Because he won't be his game is really wired in terms of like a number one, like a go-to guy, not as a role player. You know, so I don't know how that would actually really kind of work out.
I think he'll play really good off LaMelo.
No, but you got Miles Bridges too, man. I mean, he could play, and then you got Brandon Miller. And so that's what I'm saying. I don't know how that would even work, man. Houston.
Well, let me say this, cause I hear your point, BK. You do got a point, but let me say this, because the NBA game is an evolving game. It's very fluid. So every year brings a different type of dynamic to the game. So next year, because you already know players going to move around, teams going to want to make changes and try to change up their team. So certain dynamics and iteration of the team might change to a point where Cam Thomas could slide into a spot on a different team. And yeah, he can start and be a pivotal piece to what they're doing. So right now, I would say he looked like a bench player.
No, but his game, like I said, he's wired as a number one option. He has to have the ball in his hands right now. You know, that's the way his mindset works right now. I don't know if he could like be like Cam Johnson or like Mikal Bridges and give you 17 to 19 points, like being off the basketball. I don't see that with Cam Johnson right now and his mindset. I mean Cam Thomas, and his mindset, but
I think he's been working on that this year. I ain't gonna lie. I think he's been working on that, playing off the ball a little bit more. He's been working on it. So and that's what I really want.
He's still all right. So it's not like it's something he has to think about. It's not like unconscious competence. It's conscious competence. It's something that he has to think about. Where you look at Mikal Bridges and like let's say Cam Johnson, it's conscious competence. They already automatically know how to come off the basketball and score. You know. So, and Claude says, go up on the Breezy show and say Cam Thomas is a bench player. I said that on multiple occasions. So, I mean, I don't duck smoke, Claude. I just give the facts, though, man. Houston, he's not even in the rotation. He's not playing. San Antonio, I don't know, man. Devin Vassell, they got him, and
I mean, they can't even use that no more because they got Fox. So like with the CP,
Fox, exactly, yeah. So that's the thing with Cam Thomas, man. So he probably heard me saying that, like he's really more of a bench player, you know. Cleveland, he's only getting like 12 to 15 minutes in Cleveland. In the playoffs, I don't even think he's even in a rotation. I'm just being real, man. I'm just being honest.
No, don't do that, BK. He'll be in the rotation for Cleveland. He's just not going to be. He going to be in the rotation.
15 minutes. And I think in the playoff series, I don't think he really gets any burn like that, though, man. You know, because you're going to be heavily relying on like Darius Garland and as that again. There's only one basketball.
But you're gonna have to get them guys a breather, so I think he could be a spark plug. Like you put him in, like
playoffs, man. You can't. There's no room for error, man. Like you know, like the way they scout you, right? They like you see how I break down these scouting reports over here, man. Like they break your game down to which is smaller, molecule or atom, right? I think the molecule is actually smaller than the atom. So yeah, they break your game down to the molecule. They know all of your tendencies on what you like to do, right? There's no back-to-backs. You know, each team has equal rests, you know, so they're going to game plan for you even more, you know. So if you can't go to your left hand and you're not really good at going to your left, they're going to keep constantly forcing you to your left hand, you know. So and if Cam Thomas has those kind of weaknesses, then he won't play. It's going to be Donovan Mitchell like with 38, 40-something minutes a night. And there is Garland.
I think he taking good strides in playing off the ball this year. I think it could translate into a team like Cleveland. 15 minutes, yeah, that ain't bad. That ain't bad
In
for
the
the Knicks.
playoffs. In the playoffs, though.
In the playoffs, yeah, that ain't bad. That ain't bad.
Yeah.
It might fluctuate because you never know. You
That's
might
what
get
I'm saying. Like his mind is more like, hey, you hear what he says on these interviews. He's one of the best players in the league. You know, he has an ego.
I mean, you can't really blame him though. Like if you a young player and you done scored on everybody in the league, you done put up all these buckets. You scoring on all what they say the best defenders in the league are, and you doing all of this by yourself. I mean, yeah, I can't blame the kid for being a little bit cocky about it. Like, yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm one of the best scorers in the league. Yeah, I ain't going like back down from it. Yeah, if you don't want to put the respect on my name, that's cool. But that's how I feel about myself in my game. I've been doing it, been showing it off.
Yo, I haven't done a Brooklyn Knicks fans. I haven't done a live stream in like 5-6 days, and the way YouTube is, like, you gotta live on this shit, man. Literally, like,
yeah.
I was breaking that down earlier, man. You gotta you can't take 5 days off, man. And
you gotta feed this algorithm
daily, man. You gotta be on this shit. That's why I was burnt out. I said, y'all, I'm tired, man. Between working my regular job and this, doing these live streams, I was burnt out, man. And then what happens, because there's guys I'm subscribed to, I'm like, yo, why am I not getting the notifications? I have to, because there's so much content on YouTube, man. You could be like just watching something outside of basketball, and it could be about like boxing, shit, right? Let's say boxing. You watch one boxing YouTube video, and then YouTube will recommend you another boxing video, then another boxing video, then another boxing video. You know, then you forget all about. Yeah, and it's flooded with boxing videos, and then you just forget about BKNY hoops if I'm not putting up shows on a consistent basis, man. Mm-hmm. You know, so yeah, man, YouTube is weird like that. Now, in one sense, I do get what they're actually doing, but in another sense, I'm like, man, I said that's fine. I said, what about all the other guys I'm subscribed to too, man? Like, what the fuck? I want to see these guys too. Come on.
YouTube be on that shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's worse than the music industry. I remember, like, even in the music industry, man, they were like, you go on a 2-year hiatus, people forget about you. But like, YouTube is way worse than this, man. They got so many people like doing content, man. It's just like mind-boggling.
That's the problem right there. There's a lot of people doing shit right now. So like, you like, if you don't keep consistent with that shit, keep on putting shit out, like, you just get
you get lost, man.
You get lost. Algorithm pushes you back and pushes someone forward.
Yeah, because I was getting between 600 and 1,000 views a video, man. And that's like, I need to take a break, man. So you got all these guys. You could be a YouTube content creator being part time. Man, shut the fuck up. No, you can't. You're lying to people, man.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, let me wrap this up, man. This was a really, really good show. Let me get some sleep. My son got a baseball game in the morning.
All right, take care.
Yeah. Definitely like, comment, subscribe, and listen on future live streams. Don't be bashful, man. Drop a $1 or $2 super chat. Ja Morant's about. Hold on, this is Ja Morant's about to get the Luka treatment. GM not looking to pay him $400 million.
That would be crazy. I need to see this shit to believe it. But if that does happen, my God, yo.
Yeah, I think, and well, speaking of Memphis, they should like run their offense in the half court sets through Jaren Jackson Jr. When they get into half court sets, like, because Jaren Jackson Jr. has a post game, he can hit a jump hook with either hand. Ja Morant is another one. I mean, you keep him in a half court set, he's still too small, man. He needs to get stronger. Yeah, this he said the show was a lap. Yeah, $400 million, man. That's a good topic of conversation, though, man. But Ja Morant is a bigger draw than Luka Doncic, though. Brooklyn Nets fan, Knicks fans. I mean, yeah, I'd rather watch like Ja. If I'll pay to watch Ja Morant rather than pay to watch Luka. So I mean, he's just from like entertaining, excitement. Now, Ja's like he's taking a step back, and I don't blame him for all the injuries and everything. He says Ja's not worth $400 million. He's having a down season, and Grizzlies are still winning thanks to Jaren. Yeah, I was just saying that they should like run their offense through Jaren Jackson Jr. when it comes to the playoffs, because he has like his game is more suited for the half court set, like for more of the actual playoffs when the game slows down. And like in the regular season, teams could play faster. You know, that's more suited for Ja Morant's game. But like in the playoffs, like Jaren Jackson Jr., man, you
I
know.
mean, I hear that point, BK, but P1, I can't necessarily agree all the way for that because right now, if we take everything into account, Triple J is having a career year for himself. Meanwhile, Ja Morant is having one of his worst years for himself. So these two things, I could make a case are anomalies. So you basing the future of your franchise off of anomaly seasons kind of crazy to me, bro. You're making too much fast decisions all because of some bullshit that's happening behind the scenes. Like, calm down, bro.
And Ja Morant, he has to figure things out, man. He gets hurt a lot. You know, he has to like change his game up, more floaters. You know, you don't want him seeing coming around just coming and trying to dunk on like centers and everything. Because they listen, these guys aren't going to be. They don't want to be embarrassed, man. You know, so they probably might just give him a hard foul, throw him to the floor. You know, and yeah, man. Like I said, I don't watch Memphis. So I don't really watch Memphis, and I'm telling you, they should put the ball in Jaren Jackson Jr.'s hands come playoff time. His game is more suited for the playoffs. Game slows down, like Ja Morant. He's still a bad 3-point shooter, man. I think he shoots like 33% from the 3-point line. That's something he has to work on, and then work on a floater. You know. So he could pull those big guys out, and then he can like go to the rim without having so much like resistance on him where he can get hurt.
I think that BS that happened last year kind of stunted his development into the things you're asking for. I think he'll be better at the things you're asking for, but since he basically didn't play last year, like he's trying to get back.
No, I think he's being conscientious of not getting hurt, man. Yeah. Like, cause he can't just go and dunk on like he has to be able to like hit the three better. I think the last time I checked, he was 33% from the 3-point line. So he needs to get to at least 40%, this way, or even like a good mid-range, like a pull-up jump shot. Like he'll get to his spot, like 1-2 dribble pull-ups. Like he'll beat his guy out, and then he can draw the center out, 1-2 dribble pull. Like he has to be surgical with it, man. He can't just go and try to dunk on every single center, and so he has to change his game around. He has to get better at some other things, and then he can actually get those dunks in, but not like when you got these big 250-pound guys sitting right there. I mean, he's asking for trouble. He's asking to get injured, so yeah. All right, let me get some shit, man.
Yeah, let me get up out of here. I'll holler at you, BK.
All right, man. I'm gonna be on tomorrow night too, man. So definitely like, comment, subscribe, share. Well, tonight, as a matter of fact. Yeah, it's already Saturday. Like, comment, subscribe, certainly share the stream. Drop a like on the video, and then definitely share the show. When you share, the universe shares back with you. Peace.